Good morning, YouTubers and Facebookers or whatever. Got my trucker. You see, I got my stupid headset on. But I'm doing a 34-hour reset in Houston. Wash your clothes at the hotel. But I wanted to share something with y'all that I picked up on that a lot of people ain't going, well, may know, may not know. I didn't know it. So I was having a problem with voltage drop on my inverter in my truck when I ran a microwave or my George Foreman grill or whatever. So I said, man, do I need a bigger inverter? Is my batteries bad? Because it's dropping down to 11. Like, what's the problem? So what I found out was that you have to hook your battery. First of all, your batteries in your truck are supposed to be hooked up a certain way that it draws off of each battery in parallel. So when you start your truck or run your lights or anything, I'm gonna try to make this simple. It's pretty easy to understand. This is my crude drawing of the batteries, and I can't see myself. Positive, negative, negative. So this is your truck. Your main wire for your power going to your truck is supposed to be on this positive, going to one battery on one end, negative battery on the other end. That way, it uses power from each battery in parallel to maximize your 12 volt system. So that's just your truck. Now, the same principle applies when you hook your inverter up. Now, you can hook it up the same way you had this hooked up, but from my research that I did yesterday, it shows best if you hook it up from here. Say inverter, and V is going to be upside down, I already know it. And V. So you hook your inverter up to this positive and this negative, because it's the furthest away from this positive, the furthest away from this negative, which is going to be direct input for charging and starting and all that. So you catch it on the back end. Now when you run your inverter, it'll pull power from this battery, and then this battery, and it meets in the middle. So it's kind of like a diagonal pattern, but it's sucking from all four batteries at the same time. Now, I haven't tried this yet, but just knowing the spaghetti system that I have on my batteries in my truck, I got a 98 FLD Freightliner 120. Runs, drives fine, charges fine, but I got wires every fucking where in there. And so I gotta go get my truck at 12 o'clock after lunch or whatever. And I probably ain't gonna do this till I get home, but I am gonna switch the wires on the inverter because I cook in my truck almost every day. And it's not working correctly. It's a pain in the ass if you need to cook in your microwave. What I had been doing when I cooked in my microwave was I would say I was making a cup of noodles, 5 minutes, put it in for 5 minutes. I would put it on for 5 minutes. When it started, I would put the power level at 8 after it started. That way, it would run for a certain amount of time, then it would kick off, give the batteries a chance to get back up before it went back down. And it worked perfect. I mean, but it's just annoying just thinking that my old truck, when I first started driving, I worked at Steven. I had the same kind of inverter, same company, everything. Never had a problem. I'm like, man, this should be working better than this. But I finally figured it out, so I'll show that to y'all again. When you hook your batteries up in your truck, positive, top battery, all the way back, negative on the furthest battery, or vice versa, it don't matter. And your inverter, negative on this side, positive on this side. lets it get an equal amperage draw from all batteries at the same time. Now, let me explain this. I don't think I need that. This is positive. This is negative. Now, I got my inverter hooked up here, and I think like here. Or most people will just hook it up to the closest one. So you'll drain this battery first when your truck is running. This one second, this one third, and this one fourth. So you're getting less power. Hook it up from here to there, you get all 12 volts all at one time. I mean, it makes sense when you don't think about it. But I just thought I'd post that, see if I can help somebody out. Make sure you're using proper size cables. I had, for my inverter, I have an 1800 watt Eaton Fuller pure sine wave. And for my cables, I use the regular power cables for the truck, for the starter and all that shit. It's like this big. So I shouldn't be experiencing a volt drop. And my cable run is 5.5 feet. So I shouldn't be experiencing such a big voltage drop. But make sure you use big cables, biggest cables you can find. The best thing to do is if you can go to like an LKQ or an old truck boneyard, get the big cables that run for the positive and the negative. Yeah.